Hello there, my name's Kirsty Williams and I'm the Youth and Children's ALM worker for the Izmir Parish team, and I also help with a junior youth club called Get Set. And I thought I haven't done anything for children in quite a while, especially in lockdown. I haven't done anything, so I'd like to do a story, read a story and make a craft and show everyone how to make a craft. So I thought I'd start with a story. The story is going to be Jonah and the whale. And here's a picture of the whale on it. And this is from this story is from a book called the Bible Storybook. And this one is written by Judy Adams and illustrated by Peter Uten. Jonah and the whale. Now, here's a strange tale about a man called Jonah. There was once a city called Nineveh. It was a beautiful city, but the people who lived there were bad. Most of them were cruel and wicked. God knew all about the people in Nineveh. He wanted them to change their ways. So one day God spoke to Jonah. Go to Nineveh, he said, and tell the people that if you don't stop them being wicked, I will destroy them. Jonah didn't think much of this idea. He knew how loving, patient and understanding God was. God would rather forgive than punish. Forget that, said Jonah. If the people in Nineveh are so wicked, they deserve to be punished. And if they change their ways, God will forgive them. Then I would have gone all that way, all that trouble for nothing. So Jonah ran away. He packed a bag and hurried down to the harbour. He found a ship sailing that day. It was going on a long voyage. God will never find me here, so far away, thought Jonah. He paid his fare to the captain and went on board. Jonah made himself comfortable below deck and settled down for a nap. The sea was calm as they left the harbour, but soon a terrible storm blew up. The wind howled, "Hoo!" Huge waves crashed over the sides of the boat. "All hands on deck," said the captain. "Throw the cargo overboard." That made the boat lighter and easier to steer, but the sailors were up to their knees in water. They were afraid and prayed to their gods. The captain went below to find Jonah. He was still asleep. "Wake up!" shouted the captain. "We're in trouble. If the storm goes on like this, we'll all drown. Start praying to your God for help." Jonah climbed on deck, where the crew was trying to find out who had caused the storm. They all wrote names down and put it in a hat. The captain picked one out. It was Jonah's. "Tell us, who's to blame? And who are you anyway?" they cried. Jonah had some explaining to do. He knew the storm was his fault. He told the sailors that he worshipped God. God had seen him running away and was angry with him. "Quick," he said, "throw me overboard. The storm will stop when I have gone." The sailors were very scared and prayed to Jonah's God that he would understand. Then they threw Jonah out of the boat, and as soon as he splashed into the water, the wind dropped and the sea was as calm as a fish pond. Down, down, down sank Jonah like a stone. Seaweed wrapped it round itself around his neck, and water bubbled in his mouth. It was dark and silent beneath the waves as Jonah sank deeper and deeper until, bump! Jonah's head touched something slippery and soft. He was about to grab it when he found himself spinning around in a whirlpool. Jonah flapped his arms and sputtered. He was swept along a passageway like a spider swirling down a plug hole. And just as when it seemed he would never stop tumbling head over heels, he landed in a sort of cave. He had been swallowed by a whale. Jonah sat up and looked around. It was damp, stinky, and smelled of rotten seaweed. Ugh. Jonah cried, "God will never find me now." He spent 3 long days and nights inside the whale. Then he thanked God for keeping him alive under the sea and asked for forgiveness. Jonah promised to go to Nineveh if he got out alive. God knew Jonah was sorry. He forgave Jonah and told the whale to swim near a beach. Then the whale opened its enormous mouth and spat Jonah out onto the sand. He was shaking, cold and hungry. For a while, Jonah lay in the sunshine and took a deep breath of fresh air. It was good to be out of that smelly whale. When Jonah had recovered, God spoke to him and told him to go to Nineveh. "Tell the people to change their ways or I will punish them," he said. This time Jonah went to Nineveh at once. The people of that beautiful city listened to him. They were sorry for behaving so badly and began to change for better. God was pleased. He forgave them for being so wicked and didn't punish them at all. Jonah was furious about this. He thought the people in Nineveh should have been punished. "I knew this would happen," he shouted. "I've come all this way for nothing." God spoke quietly to Jonah. "Don't be angry," he said. "I forgave them because they were sorry." Jonah thought for a moment and said, "Just as you forgave me inside the whale?" "Yes," said God. "It's best to forgive." And Jonah had to agree he was right. I wondered sometimes if we have to do things we don't want to do and things like that. I have to do things I don't want to do, like, I don't know, washing up or tidying when I don't want to tidy up. But sometimes we just got to do them, and it's better in the outcome in the end. And in this story, you think you can run away from God, but you can't. He's everywhere, even if you're inside a smelly whale. He's looking after you. Talking of whales, I would like to show you how to make your very own origami whale. It's quite simple. So you need a piece of paper. It's meant to be a square piece of paper, but who has square pieces of paper? I don't. So, a little trick to make it into a square piece of paper. It's very simple. What you have to do is get a rectangle paper and fold it down this way to make the triangle. I'm making mine neat. If you haven't got blue paper, or whatever paper you've got, so then you've got looking like this. So what you have to do next, get some scissors and cut the rectangle off, and now you have a square piece of paper. So this bit is where the fun begins. So you've got your square piece of paper, you turn it into a diamond shape. So what you've got to do next, put it down flat like so, but you've got to fold it like this. So fold it in your diamond, fold that one in like this, easier on a table. And the other side, do the same. like this. So it now looks like a kite. So this bit is the tricky bit, but I think you can get it. Fold. Yeah, so you got your kite shape and you fold that one to there. Now what you've got to do is fold this together. Just like that. So you've got your kite shape with the folded bit there and those bits there folded half lengthways. So now it looks like this. And then about a third, or say it's about there, you've got to fold it up in like a right angle. So now it looks a bit more like a whale. Now here's the tricky bit. Now we've got our scissors from earlier, and what we have to do is cut just down the pointy bit, about there. That'll do. And fold that side, like so, and that side, and then we've got a whale. And to make it extra more like a whale, I'm going to draw a smiley face on my whale. There we go. That's my whale. So it'd be good if you guys had a go as well. You got some paper. And I was thinking now, so if we were at Get Set, and sometimes at church we have prayers. Now prayers are pretty cool. If you don't know what they are, it's talking to God. And talking to God is quite important because it's like a telephone call and he listens as well. So I'd like you to close your eyes, hands together. If you pray like this, whoever you pray, that's fine too. Close your eyes and go. And this is the prayer. Dear God, thank you for always being with us, everything we do. And thank you for forgiving us, even if sometimes we run away from doing things we don't want to do. You are amazing, Lord. And in Get Set style, Amen. Right. This is my video, and I hope it went okay. And if it did, then that's great. I'll do another one. If not, that's fine too. So I hope everyone's okay, and you're all having fun and staying safe, and finding out nice skills in lockdown. And whatever happens, I hope you're happy and God's with you. Take care. Bye bye.